Good evening and welcome to the programme. The Commissioner of the Met says he wants Londoners to love and respect the force. Sir Bernard Hogan-Howe made the comments as he outlined how crime has dropped in the 2 years he's been in office. Crime in London is heading for a record 30-year low, but the Met still faces a series of ongoing investigations into corruption and incompetence. So are Londoners ready to embrace their police force? I should just warn you, there is some flash photography in this report from our Home Affairs correspondent, Guy Smith.
I want Londoners to love, respect and be proud of their Met.
Love, he says, and also pride was mentioned more than a dozen times in his speech this morning to some of the top people in the criminal justice system. A message not just for Londoners, but also for his officers who are facing £600 million in cuts and scandals that for many people have knocked confidence in how the capital is policed.
I'm proud to be the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police.
Why? Because of his record on cutting crime. 2 years in the job, and Sir Bernard Hogan-Howe believes he's on course for the lowest rate in 30 years.
Last 2 years, total crime has fallen by 10.8%.
And burglary, robbery, antisocial behaviour, all the things Londoners may worry about are going down. But during an interview today, I asked him about the problem of theft, up by 30% this year.
You're quite right that theft from person, which is a category where we see mobile phones, for example, stolen in wine bars, we see them stolen on the streets, that's been a real challenge this year. We've just over the last few months starting to get control of that.
Now, there was no mention of cybercrime in your speech, but clearly it's becoming a bigger problem. More criminals are migrating online. Are you able to keep up?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure it's clear there's evidence that they are migrating online. Sadly, I think burglars remain burglars. People who will stab other people, people who fight in pubs, they remain that challenge, and we have to deal with that day by day.
Yet there are other, more critical challenges around integrity and professionalism. Allegations of police corruption, claims of inappropriate behaviour by undercover officers, and an alleged smear campaign against the family of Stephen Lawrence. Even delays in the investigation into so-called plebgate have caused concern recently. The Commissioner also criticised for supporting his officers.
The criticism was that it was plain foolish. Do you think that's fair?
No, I think we have to wait now, just wait and see what happens with this investigation. As you say, this investigation has gone a long time. I attend public conferences, you now talk to me about events today. I have two choices. I say nothing, in which case you say, why won't you talk? Or I say something and you say, well, why are you talking about it? We can't have it both ways. So I think the length of time has been difficult for everybody involved, and it means that sometimes that we have to discuss it in public.
Now, the headlines have been dominated by Kenya. Are you confident that the Met is able to cope with perhaps a Nairobi-style incident?
There's no doubt that was a very challenging situation. I hope we never see one like that in London. I hope we never see one like it in the United Kingdom. So if that sort of thing happens, there is no doubt everybody would be challenged. But we do have plans in place, we do have exercise that we carry out, and we work with all our partners to make sure that we keep people safe.
And that, of course, is his main duty, to keep us safe. Cutting crime a key target and increasing trust and confidence in Britain's biggest police service. Guy Smith, BBC London News.
Lots more to come.